Thank you for being here today. I'm excited that you are here to continue with me in this series that I started in my last video titled Don't Judge Me. This is the part 2. In the last video, I defined judgment as your opinion of me based on certain parameters or views that you hold about me. And these views or parameters that you hold about me are formed based on various things, which makes us extremely different. Today, I want to speak on 5 things that we need to pay attention to. 5 things that we need to understand in judging others. Number 1 is that judging reveals who you truly are. That is, when you judge somebody, you are judging the person not based on who the person is, but based on who you are. Because your judgment of the other person is benchmarked on the understanding you have, what makes you who you are, what you know, the things that forms you. So each time you stand to judge somebody, you are benchmarking the person against the understanding that you have. So you are judging based on your perception or your reality. And it may happen that your reality may be quite different from my reality. So in that case, then we have differences of opinion. So if you stand to speak about me, you might speak negatively about me. And it is that negative sense of judgment that creates problem for us, as I said in the first video. There is an acceptable norm against which your reality is benchmarked. Now, that acceptable norm may not be that which is acceptable to me. So in the course of this discussion on Don't Judge Me, a lot of things I intend to bring out to the fore that will make you and everyone listening to me to start thinking and look at things from a different perspective. Perhaps it will help us. Perhaps it will help the world we live in. Let me give an example. While I was in school, I went on a mission trip to East Africa. And when we got there, we were divided into different teams. So the team I belonged to was assigned to a town outside of the city. So we were taken there. So we were sent to the church to serve in different spiritual capacity. So one of the Sundays, a lady came to my team and spoke to us saying, "I would like you guys to pray for me." And we said, "Oh, what do you want?" She said, "I want to be pregnant." And we said, "Wow, that's great. It's not a problem. We'll pray with you." And we are sure that Jesus Christ will answer our prayers because we have faith in him, and you'll become pregnant. She said that's just what she wants. Then we asked her and said, "Okay, where's your husband? Can you call your husband so that we can pray for the two of you?" And she was like, "Husband? I don't have a husband." And we said, "So how then do you want to get pregnant without a husband?" She said, "Well, you can't have a husband in my tradition until you are pregnant." What does that mean? So she said, their tradition is that you must be pregnant for a man before the man can marry you. So she said she only has a boyfriend. And until she's pregnant, she's not qualified to marry the guy. So here we were in a strange land, confronted by a strange belief that was quite different from where we were coming. And not just that it was different from the belief we have from where we were coming, it is strange even to the Bible that we believe, because the Bible does not support such. So what should we do? How are we going to handle that situation? Then we said to her, okay, all the same, call your boyfriend and let's speak to you. So we took time to take them through the Bible, to give them a different understanding of what is expected of them as children of God, what life God has given them, and how He expects them to respond to Him. Now, that was a situation that we could have been highly critical or judgmental, or come up with words like aberration. How can you say that? It's not possible. Are you a Christian? Do you really believe in the Bible? But the point I'm trying to bring out from here is that differences in culture or differences in understanding, differences in perception can make us to be judgmental, and it's hurtful. It hurts the other people, because the people we judge, peradventure, are not exposed to any other thing except what they know and what they are doing, which makes us to put them on the other side. Number two, sometimes you don't see the big picture. And in this case, when you don't see the big picture, you will make poor judgment of the other persons, particularly of the people who are trying to walk in the big picture, because you don't fit in, or they don't fit into where you are. It is easy for you to say, no, you are not right, you are wrong. For instance, somebody is seeing the big picture of what a nation is, of what the picture of their nation is. Now, for those of us who cannot see from their perspective, we can be judgmental and critical of their decision or their desire, or even what they say. And so it baffles me actually, to see nations divided along political lines, to see we, the people in the nation, taking arms against ourselves to fight against different ideologies. It baffles me to see people, even in the same culture, because of differences in religion, because of differences in ideologies, become sworn enemies. Now, it's because we don't understand, we don't look at what the big picture is. If we care for the nation, we will know that we need each other. If we care for our nation, we will know that what you know is not what I know, and what I know is not what you know. And therefore, if we look carefully at the things we know, particularly when we talk in political terms, we will realize that we need each other, we complement each other. We are supposed to work together in one accord to build a nation, not at cross purposes. I am not a politician, neither do I know much about politics. But this I know, that if politics is going to be played right and well, it must be about the development of the people. But because we don't look at the big picture, most times I see people fighting, or I see people getting angry or I see people being too very critical and judgmental of the other based on their political leaning. And I want to say that, yeah, it's okay to belong to a political party, but it's not okay to divide ourselves. Because if we look carefully, I'm saying it again, and if we mind what the big picture is, you will know that for my ideology or my political leaning, we are after the good of the nation. For your political leaning and ideology, you also are after the good of the nation. And if that is true, then why can't we talk? If that is true, why can't we work together? Why must we become divided by judging each other? I'm not done yet. I'm sure I'm still going to raise some points in this matter of don't judge me that some might criticize me over, and some might like what I'm saying and think it makes sense. But hang on, I will return again in the next video to continue still talking about don't judge me. Thank you.